Computer-generated chess problem 2379 by Chesthetica. White has a pair of bishops and a pair of knights, whereas black has a bishop and a pair of pawns. So white is ahead in material. However, white's bishop on a3 is in a position to be captured by the king, and the knight on a2 can be captured by the pawn on b3, even though the bishop on h5 is also in a position to be captured by either of the other knight and bishop. So what if knight captures h5, making the exchange? It seems like a reasonable thing to do here. So king captures bishop, knight to c3, guarding the promotion square on b1, king to b2, knight to e2, king to a1, the knight on the rim to f4. Notice how the bishop on g6 also guards the b1 promotion square, so white doesn't really have anything much to worry about. Knight to c3, double guarding the square again, and at this point black is going to lose the game. Checkmate is probably another 10 or 12 moves away. But let's take a look at the original position again. Is there a better way to proceed? Yes, there is, and it's a mate in 5 in fact. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, the key move is bishop to b4. Now if pawn captures knight, this allows bishop to c2 mate. Maybe you missed that. And if black doesn't capture the knight, let's say with b5, well then that knight delivers mate on c3. So black needs to disrupt the king. Maybe move it away from the defense of the bishop on b4 with b6. And here the king must not accept this free pawn, but instead move to c4, because if king captures pawn after bishop captures g6, as you can see from the analysis, the game is drawish. Knight captures g6, pawn captures knight, the bishop has to sacrifice itself for the pawn, because after king to b3 there's no way to stop the pawn unless the bishop gives up itself, and then a lone king and knight is insufficient material to deliver mate. So king to c4 here. And now maybe black can just try to buy some time, maybe bishop to e2 check, knight captures bishop, b5 trying to buy more time. The king can either move to c3 or even back to c5. And now black has no choice but to move that pawn on b3. So even if he decides not to capture the knight but move it to b2, this allows bishop to c2 mate. Looking back at the original position, missing that forced mate could very well have led to a draw, especially if time controls were an issue. Hope you enjoyed this one. Till next time.
Chesthetica's Book of Chess Constructs, Volumes 1 through 5. Available on Amazon.